Parents, this one is for you. So I'd really want us to look at Jeremiah 1 verse 5. But before we get to the verse, I just want to say something to us parents, that parenting is a calling. It is not just a responsibility. And God has actually trusted us with these kids to raise them in a godly manner. I think we should really refrain from, forcing our children to, in partaking in some activities or career path that is not aligned with God's plan or God's will. So let's look at Jeremiah 1 verse 5. It says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I ordained you a prophet to the nation." So we all know that we can't all be prophets, okay? Even when you look in the Bible, there were prophets, there were kings, there were priests. So we can't all be prophets. So we just need to go to God. Remove the prophet and put your child's name there and ask God, that you have blessed me and trusted me with these children. What is the plan? What plan do you have for these children? Because it says in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you," declares who? The Lord. Not the mother, not the father, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So our future is very much secured, very much secure. So all we need to do is to quit thinking that we don't need God to raise our children. Again, quit thinking that you are in charge. You're not in charge. God is in charge of your family. God is in charge of your life. God is in charge of your children's lives, And also what is very important again is to actually involve God on a daily basis, everything that we do. So when God gives you that answer and tells you this is what your child needs to be. So when God has shown you this plan that he has for your child, it's for you to pray over this child. Pray over this child, and God has trusted you to lead this child into the right path. Okay? I think we need to really quit thinking we can do things without God. Because every time we remove God out of the equation, that is just a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. Look at the children today, the kids today. My goodness. I don't want to get into details, and I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think we seriously need to acknowledge that and know that we don't know better. That we need God on a daily basis. We need God. On a daily basis, we need God. In everything that we do, we need God. In this parenting journey, we need God. In our workplaces, we need God. Everywhere, we need God. How do we keep on sidelining God who created everything, the heaven and the earth, and we think we know better? Look at the results. Look at the results. Look at what we have created. He created something so beautiful. We turn it into something, oh my goodness, I don't even want to go there. But all I can say is, let this video encourage you to go back to God and humble yourself and say, God, I thought I knew better, but I just have your way. Have your way.